Evening. I'm Max Gillies, and I intend to remain that way for most of this evening. Old soldiers simply fade away, like old centrefolds. But there are some Australians, like George Crawford and Russell Hinds, who refuse to be forgotten, long after you've forgotten why you wanted to forget them. You can take hypnosis, you can tear up their photographs, you can vote them out of office, and just when you've lowered your guard, they turn up making public announcements for all the world as if they still mattered.
No, the only way to run a responsible government is to get a whole lot of people hating a smaller whole lot of people. If you don't, they might start sitting up and noticing that they're out of work or they're hungry or something. Anyway, most of the black fellas are locked away somewhere. Most of the long ears are short ears, and the drug pushers are big in real estate and a valuable source of readies round about election time. So it's the union's turn. Getting thumped in the head's the least they can do for Queensland. They aren't the society, the bastards. Good ideas. Hey! During the recent blackouts, I come up with an emergency power supply that worked like a treat. I put a lot of my horses onto a sort of treadmill like, and Detective Sergeant Plot injected them with something or other. Round and round like a willy-willy they went. We generated enough power to run 3 discos down the convention centre. But that machine Joe bolts into his neck to help him get started in the morning. And for that cattle prod I used to heat up a rum toddy. Yeah? I got a bit sick of candlelit dinners, but yeah, I had 2 handbags and one of the kelpies in the dark. So your hand in front of your gob.
New Zealand, their government, they want a trade war. Well, for years and years they run their drugs along good Queensland beaches. They come here like other business. My goodness, to get away from all those taxes. We bent over backwards to help them, and well, I'll put a stop to that. Queensland drugs for Queenslanders. That's what our police will see to that. You know, if you take with one hand, you give with the other hand. Tied behind your back, everybody knows that. And my goodness, if they people will wear that, well, they're crackers. They're crackers, that's what they are. Crackers. Want a cracker? People come on up here, they make a decent contribution to society, make a decent contribution to the Bjelke-Petersen Foundation. My word, they do. I've seen them with a real bit of courtesy, with real manners. They wash their contribution before they give it to me. I've heard them say it. I've heard them say, let's go on up to Queensland. They say, let's launder our money, sling a bit to the Joe Bjelke-Petersen Foundation. Do it for Queensland. Do it to Queensland. My word, we do.